Okay, one more thing we want to do before we start activating maintenance plans or jobs is set up database mail and create an operator. Now, that's so that our maintenance plans or jobs can notify an operator through the email system if something goes wrong or if we want to do an update or whatever. It's basically just a way of communicating from the job back to whoever your operator is. So here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to start by going to my database mail right here. And I'm going to right click and configure database mail. Now, I actually don't have an email server, so I'm going to make some of this stuff up. Let me real quick before I do this, right click. You can configure your database mail here. You can also send a test email here or view your database mail log. This is great for validating that everything's configured right and is actually working. So I'm going to configure my database mail. I'm going to set up database mail. Also notice that this is where I'm going to go to manage it. So I can manage database mail accounts and profiles, profile security, or system parameters. But since I haven't set it up before, I'm going to set it up now. Database mail feature is not available. Would you like to enable it? Yes, I would. And it would come. So I'm just going to call this email, and I'm going to keep this generic. And then I'm going to set an SMTP account. I'm going to come over here and click add. Now, this is the account, not that I'm emailing to, this is the account that I'm emailing from. So my account name, I'm going to call this SQL notices. And I can set a description if I want an email address. I'm going to see sql@bassett331.local. My domain name is going to, or my display name is going to be SQL notices. I may not want replies, but I'm going to go ahead and set that anyway, just in case. Bassett331.local. And then my server name, I'm going to do email.bassett331.local. Now, obviously, you're putting in the correct information. All of this stuff I'm making up. If I was doing this on a production server, I would have the actual email accounts, and I would have the actual server name and port number. And then I can choose SMTP authentication. Do I need basic authentication? Do I need Windows authentication or anonymous? I'm going to go ahead and leave this as anonymous for the moment, but if your email server requires something different, then you can provide something different here. Okay, and that adds my SMTP account. I'm good with that, so I'm going to click Next. Now remember, this is where it's coming from. Now I can choose to make this a public profile or a private profile, and I can have multiple profiles here. The difference is private profile, only a specific user of a mail host database can use it. Public profile can be accessed by any users of the mail host database. And I'm okay with that. So I'm going to click to make this a public profile and then click Next. And then these are some basic retry attempts, retry delays, maximum file size, basic email settings that I want. So I'm going to click, I'm happy with all of them that I have here right now. So I'm going to click Next and Finish. Okay, that creates my email. So it activates and creates my database mail. Now, a database operator is somebody I'm going to send an alert to or a notice to. And I'm going to find that under SQL Agent. So here's my operators, and I shouldn't have any. So I'm going to right click and create a new operator. And this is going to be somebody that I'm going to notify about. And I'm going to use a generic, we're going to say DBA. And if I wanted to, I could do a team email address here. I could do a personal email address. I'm going to send this to DBA team at Bassett331.local, and I'm going to make that a distribution list so that goes to all of my DBAs. And then I can just very easily add or remove in my mail server, add or remove people from that distribution list, and away we go. Now I can also do pagers. So I can set an email pager name and then pager on duty times throughout the week and the weekend. I'm not using pagers. We're doing this via email. So I'm going to click OK, and my operator is now created. And then obviously if I want to manage my operator, I can right click and go to properties. Just like with my email settings, I can right click on database, go to configure database mail, and manage it here. Okay, there we go. Now, we have our SQL Server agent active. We have enabled maintenance plans, and we've enabled database mail and database operator. So at this point, we're ready to start creating maintenance plans or jobs and setting notifications.